Hi guys, Warrior Craft here with Survival Bug Out Bag Part 6, First Aid Kit Part 2. And in the last video, I covered everything inside this First Aid Kit except for what I call the kit in the kit. And this is what you see here. Also, I forgot to mention there's one surgical mask in here. And this is good, like the dust masks, if there is a case of some infectious disease, or if you're around a sick person, or if there's an outbreak of some kind, whatever. It's good not to breathe in stuff that could be bad for your health. And here is the kit that I was talking about. Just gonna pull it out. And as you can see, this is a little roll-up thing. Yeah, that's a little better. This is a little roll-up thing, which makes it easier to access, and this is easy to pull out of the bigger bag. So if there's a major wound, you pull out some blood stoppers, which I discussed in the last video. You apply those on the wound, you put pressure, then you pull this guy out, and you take the cord off, and then you unroll your first aid kit. Now this is the heart and soul and most important part of the first aid kit, because all the good stuff is in here. As you can see, it's kind of small, but it's really easy to access. And I'm gonna start with this side and then move to everything here. Hopefully we'll cover everything fast. Some old school tape. This is used for when you're binding up a wound and you're done dressing it, you tape it. Done with this. It's not my favorite in the world, but it's good. There's a lot of different tapes that are better that breathe better and whatnot, but this one gets the job done. Some really good, really strong scissors. This will cut through clothing, no problem. They're stainless steel. I've tested them out on a couple of jeans. They're reinforced with a little plastic here and there, and they haven't broken yet, so I'm hoping a bright future for them. Some more of those painkillers that I mentioned, with codeine in them, alkaloid, caffeine tablets. They're my favorite painkiller around here. One bandage, 8 centimeters times 5 meters. So that's decent. They'll cover up most wounds. You can bandage pretty much everything with 5 meters of bandage. You know, it gives you the chance to deal with one. These are eye drops. This is if your guy gets really irritated, really red, starts hurting a lot. This is not if you have something in your eye. If you have something in your eye, I have a different. These are for that. Diesel. Oh, excuse me. Diesel ampules are for that. But this is if you have some problem, like for some reason your eye started hurting a lot, or it's really dry. You want to take an eye drop or two. They're similar to Visines, except they don't tighten your blood vessels, so they're not as bad for you. Some lip balm. Again, carry a lot of chopstick and lip balm, and because you might not be the only one using this kit. A little personal hygiene item. Toothpaste. It's good to have. You want to take care of your teeth. Your teeth are important. Excuse me for a second. God, I hope that wasn't on camera. Yeah, like I was saying, your teeth are important. You gotta keep them clean. You don't want to get cavities. Another 8 centimeters wide times 5 meters long bandage. that gives you two, that gives you some of it, that gives you the ability to redress a wound, and one sterile gauze compress. It's a little bit abused from being folded over, but that's I would usually put a maxi pad over a severe bleed and then wrap it with some of this, and then when you have to redress the wound you can use this if it's well, actually I'll use a non-adhesive pad, which I don't have in any of this kit, but I have in my big uh, first aid kit, and this is to deal with, this would be just to patch someone up to get them to the hospital. If I'm out in the woods, I want to have a lot more capability than this. This is useless if you're on a long trip and someone gets really injured. This is just to patch someone up a little bit to get them to the hospital and to deal with small boo-boos, nothing more, really. But this kit is great when it's together with my other med kits. Together they are a perfect kit. Separate, not so much. Another signaling mirror, and also to use for, there's a lot of times where you might need a mirror. You might be helping someone who knows more about medicine and procedure than you do, but he can't do it himself. You gotta help him, and he would actually be able to look and tell you what to do. You never know what situation you're gonna find yourself in, so it's okay. And it's also can be used as a backup mirror for personal hygiene. Little toothbrush to brush your teeth, because I don't have a toothbrush in my bug out survival belt, and I don't have a first aid kit in my bug out survival belt. So this first aid kit goes with it all the time, and this gives me the ability to brush my teeth and stay healthier and cleaner for a longer while. Tweezers, your regular flat top tweezers. I don't have the sharp pokey ones, although these do have a sharp edge up here, so you could dig something out with these if you wanted to. Wouldn't be too much of a problem with them. And that's everything on this side, so we're gonna do the other side now. First, in the front are these ampules and this is a solution of sodium, chlorides of sodium. It's a physiological solution used for babies' eyes. So this is if you get something in your eye is irritated, you just rip off the top of one of these ampules and you flush your eye out. They're really good if you get your eye irritated or something falls in your eye, or you get some chemical in your eye or something that shouldn't be in your eye. You just take one of these, you rip the top off, you twist it off, and you flush it. And they're really gentle since they're used for babies. So it's just a way to flush out your eye and whatever might be, causing trouble in their irritation, because you'll want your eyes to stay healthy and usable. They're very important. These are cold tablets. If you get a bad cold or your immune system starts going down, these are good to prevent colds. They have vitamin C in them and other stuff which will make you feel better and hopefully get over your cold. It sucks to be sick out in the woods. I had a fever once in the Amazon rainforest, and I had no first aid kit with me, absolutely no medicine, and I was dying for 3 days. It was plus 30 some degrees, and I was dying first of heat and then of cold sweats. It was bad. I don't want to repeat that. I don't want to have that experience again, to get sick somewhere and have absolutely no way to deal with it. More painkillers, just in case. A refreshing wet wipe from Aeroflot, the Russian airline. No, I do not live in Russia. Another bandage, same size, same everything. 2 more sterile gauze compresses. This, now you have some ability to redress some wounds. And soap, very important. You want to be able to wash your hands, to clean your hands. Like I said, it's very important that when you're dealing with first aid that everything is clean, because infections suck and you don't want to get an infection yourself or give an infection to someone else that you might be helping. So carrying soap around besides wet wipes and antibacterial wipes and antiseptic wipes is good, because if you come to a stream or somewhere where you can wash your hands before you do anything, you should. And this video is done. That's absolutely everything that I carry in my medkit. My small, like I like to call it, level 1 first aid kit. I know there's actually an official level 1 type of first aid kit in the medical community. This, I don't believe, is it. I don't think it is. That's not what I mean. I mean level 1 by my definition. And I will have this kit in my EDC, like I said, all the time. It's come in handy a few times, and it's really small, so there's no reason not to carry around one like this yourself. And I hope you found something that you liked. If you can think of something else that I can add to this, please let me know. If you have any questions, also let me know. And next thing I will be showing is my EDC, and I will see you guys then.